Hi friends, in this video we shall discuss about bases from the lesson acid, bases and salts. What are these children? Window cleaner, floor cleaner, baking soda. What are these? These are all bases children. Yes, these are called bases. Some common household bases are magnesium hydroxide, ammonia, sodium hydroxide, sodium hydrogen carbonate, calcium hydroxide. These are some of the common household bases which we use in our day-to-day life children. Then what are bases? A base is a substance that releases hydroxide OH ions in an aqueous solution children. So what is a base? A base is a substance that releases hydroxide, that is OH ion, in an aqueous solution children. For example, if you can take sodium hydroxide NaOH. Okay children, this is a base, aqueous solution of this. When dissolved in water or sodium hydroxide, when dissolved in water, or you can take aqueous solution, the compound separates into sodium ions and hydroxyl ions children, Na plus OH minus. So such compounds are called as bases children. When you dissolve in water, they completely dissociate into sodium plus ions and hydroxide ions children. So such compounds are called as what? Bases. You know children how bases can be identified from their name or chemical formula. A substance is said to be a base if its name begins with the name of a metallic ion children and ends with the word hydroxide. For example, you can take children sodium hydroxide only. If you take this sodium hydroxide, when it starts with the metallic ion, sodium is a metal, okay, when it starts with the metallic ion and ends with the OH group or hydroxide group or hydroxyl group, we call it as a base children. Even you can take potassium hydroxide KOH. This is called a base. Why? It starts with a metallic ion and has a OH group. You all understood children? And even there is one more way even to identify whether a given chemical formula is a base. What is that? That is if the substance starts with the ammonium ion, metallic ion or ammonium ion. For example, you can take ammonium hydroxide NH4OH children. So apart from metallic ions, the beginning of the compound will be of metallic ion children. Other than that, if you have ammonium ion also ending with OH group or hydroxyl group, we call it as what? A base children. So here NH4, it splits when you dissolve in water, you get NH4 plus OH minus. So you have the beginning is the ammonium group or metallic ion group along with the OH group. Such compounds are said to be bases. That's how you can identify a given chemical formula is a base. You know children, bases are classified into two types, soluble and insoluble. If you take a base or bases, the family of the bases are classified into two types children, soluble bases and insoluble bases. What are soluble bases children? Soluble bases are called alkalis. You know this children, bases when dissolved in water they are called alkalis, and insoluble bases are nothing but they are metal oxides and metal hydroxides. Clear children? So soluble bases are called as alkalis and insoluble bases are called metal oxides or metal hydroxides. Now we shall see what is a strong base children. So what is a strong base? A strong base is one which disassociates fully in water children. When you take a base and add to water, it completely disassociates. For example, NaOH aqueous solution, if you take or a base and dissolve in water, it completely disassociates into Na plus and OH minus. Clear children? So such bases are called strong bases. If you can see this completely dissociate into Na metallic ion and hydroxyl group, we call such bases are as strong bases, children. Then what are weak bases? For strong bases, even you can take an example of potassium hydroxide, children, KOH. When you dissolve, that is aqueous solution, when you dissolve in water, you get potassium ion and hydroxyl ion, metallic ion and hydroxyl ion. Even you can take barium hydroxide, BaOH twice, aqueous solution. If you take this barium ion plus hydroxyl ion, like this you get, children. Understood, children? These are called as strong bases. Strong bases are one which dissociate fully in water. Then what are weak bases, children? A weak base is one which does not fully dissociate in water or partially dissociate. For example, you can take ammonium hydroxide, NH4OH. When you take aqueous solution of this or dissolve in water, partial dissociation, OH minus plus NH4 plus ion. Partially, very few of the hydroxyl ions are formed. 4 and OH minus, NH4 plus and OH minus. So we can see partial dissociation or incomplete dissociation of the compound. Such compounds are called as weak base. Now we shall see what are the physical properties of bases, children. So how do you identify that a given substance is a base? First thing is, bases are usually bitter to taste, children. Bases are bitter to taste. For example, baking soda. And the second one, bases are slippery or soapy to touch. If you take a base compound or chemical compound in your hand and if you touch them, you feel they are slippery or soapy, children, because bases react with the acid molecules of our skin called fatty acids. In fact, this is exactly how soap is made, children. Mixing base, usually that is sodium hydroxide, with fatty acids that produce soap. And so when a base touches our skin, the combination of the base with the fatty acids actually make a small amount of soap. You all understood, children? So when the base comes in contact with the molecules of our skin, which has fatty acids, this will form a small amount of soap. And that is why bases are slippery or soapy to touch. Clear, children? Then bases contain hydroxide ions, children. So for example, you can take NaOH. It contains hydroxide group or hydroxyl group, KOH. It contains OH group. Clear, children? So all the bases contains hydroxide ions. And the next one is, all the bases react with acids to form salt and water, children. So all the bases react with acids to form salt and water. NaOH is a base, children. When made to react with acid, HCl, you get salt, NaCl plus water. Clear, children? So bases react with acids to form salt and water. This process is called as neutralization. So when acids or bases, when bases react with acid or acid reacts with base to form salt and water, this process we call it as what? Neutralization. The next property of bases are, bases turn red litmus paper to blue, children. Bases turn red litmus paper blue, and this characteristic is because of OH ions, OH minus ions, children. You have to remember this characteristic of turning red litmus paper to blue is because of OH minus ions or hydroxyl ions. What are the chemical properties of bases or alkalis, children? I told you what are alkalis. Bases, when dissolved in water, they are called alkalis. Now what are the chemical properties of alkalis? All alkalis produce hydroxide ions when dissolved in water, children. You can take any alkali, NaOH. When dissolved in water, aqueous, they form Na plus and OH minus. So here all the alkalis produce hydroxide ions when dissolved in water. Clear children? This is the first chemical property. All alkalis produce hydroxide ions or hydroxyl ions when dissolved in water. Next chemical property is all alkalis react with acids to form salt and water. All alkalis react with acids to form salt and water. So, alkali plus acid. Salt and water is produced, children. Salt and water. You can take NaOH, sodium hydroxide, plus acid HCl, salt NaCl plus water. Clear children? All alkalis react with acids to produce salt and water. The next chemical property is, children, alkalis when heated with ammonium salts gives off ammonium gas, children. Alkalis when heated with ammonium salts gives off ammonium gas. For example, you can take any alkali, children, when made to react or heat with ammonium salt, children. Ammonium salt, ammonia gas, ammonia plus salt plus water. Clear children? So here you can take alkali. Alkali is NaOH, ammonium chloride, NH4Cl, salt. Ammonium salt, children, this is. What we get is, we get ammonia, NH3 plus salt, NaCl plus water. Clear children? Alkali when made to react with or heated with ammonium salt, we get ammonia plus salt and water. What is the next property of alkalis, children? Alkalis reacts with the solution of metal salt to give metal hydroxide and another metal salt, children. So, alkalis react with solution of metal salt to give metal hydroxide and another metal salt. So, alkalis, you can take NaOH, alkali, with a metal salt, children. FeSO4, iron sulfate is a metal salt, to give metal hydroxide. So, you get FeOH twice, iron hydroxide, children. This is iron hydroxide, ferric hydroxide, and one more salt, metal salt, that is Na2SO4, sodium sulfate. Clear children? What is the next property, chemical property of bases? Alkalis when made to react with the solution of metal salt, children, metal salt. What you get? You get a metal hydroxide, iron hydroxide, and one more metal salt. Clear children? So, these are some of the properties of bases, children, chemical properties of bases. Now we shall see what are the uses of alkalis, children. Ammonium solution is used as window cleaning solution, children. Ammonium solution is used in our day-to-day life as window cleaner, children. And one more base is alkali is calcium oxide. This calcium oxide is used to make iron, concrete, cement, children. Calcium oxide is used to make iron, concrete, cement, children. Then we have magnesium hydroxide. What is this magnesium hydroxide is used? It is used in toothpaste. Children, you know why it is used in toothpaste? To neutralize the acidic concentration in our mouth. It is used in toothpaste to neutralize the acidic concentration in our mouth, children. And the next one is, it is also, magnesium hydroxide is also used as antacid, children. We call it as milk of magnesia. This is used as antacid to relieve indigestion in stomach and also give relief from acidic concentration in our stomach. One more use is sodium hydroxide, children. This sodium hydroxide is used in making soaps and detergents. Clear children? Now we shall see what is the difference between a base and an alkali, children. Alkali is nothing but bases when dissolved in water, they are called as alkalis. Now what is the difference between base and alkali, children? Bases when dissolved in water, they are called alkalis, children. Now what is a base now? Base do not dissolve in water, children. You have to remember. Bases, if they are dissolved in water, they are called as alkalis. Clear, children? Then what are bases? Bases do not dissolve in water. You have to remember, children, bases do not dissolve in water. Bases do not dissolve in water. Alkalis, that is base that dissolve in water. Base that dissolve in water are called alkalis. Clear, children? So bases when dissolved in water, they are called as alkalis. Now what are those bases which does not dissolve in water? That is copper oxide, zinc oxide. So these are the examples, children, which do not dissolve in water. And what are those bases which dissolve in water to form alkalis? That is potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. Clear, children? And then all bases are not alkalis, children. You have to remember, all bases are not alkalis, but all alkalis are bases. You all understood, children? All bases are not alkalis, but all alkalis are bases. Okay, children? And then next property is, or else you can write, all bases are not alkalis. All bases are not alkalis, but all alkalis are bases. All alkalis are bases. What is the next difference is, bases neutralizes to form salt and water. Bases react with acid to form salt and water. Bases react with acid to form salt and water, children. And this process we call it as neutralization. Then what about alkalis? Alkalis release OH minus ions in aqueous solution, children. Alkalis release OH minus ions when dissolved in water or in aqueous solution. Clear, children? So you have to remember, major difference between bases and alkalis are, bases do not dissolve, children, but alkalis dissolve in water. The bases that dissolve in water are called as alkalis, children. And all bases are not alkalis, but all alkalis are bases. Clear, children? So in the next video, we shall discuss about the pH indicator. Thank you.